getting arrested. I'm getting arrested, Drew. I'm getting out, run.
All right, you were just watching and listening to body cam footage capturing Dolphins wide receiver Tyreek Hill's detainment just hours before his team's season opener has been made public. And video shows the wide receiver's encounter escalating to police putting Hill on the ground. As you see right here, he's in handcuffs. Hill said afterward that he has, quote, no idea why a traffic stop led to his brief detainment. A statement from law enforcement defended the officers, stating Hill was uncooperative. So Queen City News Chief Legal Analyst Khalif Rhodes joining us to talk about this. First, want to give a little context. Okay, so the video that you just saw right there in its entirety that has been released is about 30 minutes long. And also, just to be able to say this happened in Miami, Tyreek Hill is a star NFL player. So just starting off, it's kind of hard to believe that you didn't know who that was in this whole situation. But Khalif, when you look at the video, I mean, on both sides, take me through what stood out to you.
There's so much to analyze here, right? So let's start with a couple things. Obviously, he was speeding. The video starts off 27 minutes, almost 30 minutes. You can see him fly by. The officer pulls him over, knocks on the window. He'll take exception to the officer knocking on his window.
Right.
He said, hey, don't do that, guy. Why are you knocking on my window? Officer said, well, that's the only way I can let you know that I'm here. Tyreek Hill proceeds to give him his ID, roll his window back up. The officer said, hey, put the window back down. Tyreek Hill cracks it. This interaction, it's already tense. It's already very, very frustrating for both parties, you can see. And for an officer, this is a scary moment. You're coming to a car. You don't know what you're walking into. At that moment, he doesn't know that's Tyreek Hill. He just knows this is an agitated person that doesn't want to listen to my orders. And so at some point, this is maybe 30 seconds in, he says, you know what? If you don't listen to me, I'm going to take you out the car. Matter of fact, just get out the car. And just proceeds, as Tyreek Hill saying, I'm getting out the car, to yank him out the car. I think at that moment, that's where it starts to go all the way downhill, because you talk about escalating, you talk about de-escalating, but then you talk about over-exciting and super escalating a situation. That officer had totally lost control of the situation there with Tyreek Hill. There were a number of other officers that seemed like they were trying to figure out what was going on.
And then the crowd started coming.
And then the crowd, because they're right outside of the arena, the stadium. I mean, you got folks walking by with his jersey on, talking about how to catch the cheetah. Well, at the same time, he can't even get to the game. So there were so many different moving parts. But I will say that an officer has a right to tell you and to give you a lawful order. And you have an obligation to follow a lawful order. Sometimes the problem is some of those orders are not lawful. If you look at the entire video, the interaction with Khalif Campbell, there was nothing lawful about that interaction. He's a private citizen walking around every day in an open public. Not just that, but they said, go home, get out of here. That's not a lawful order. You can't tell a person to go home. He can say, back away, we're doing an investigation, you're too close. At one point they said you're too close, back up. Khalif Campbell backs up. At some point the officer's still frustrated, walks up on him and says, I told you to get out of here. He said, hey, I'm just trying to see what's going on. He's a citizen in this country, in open day public, walking on the street. You have a right to be there. You can be there.
Hopefully I can get these two questions in. One, you hear in the video Tyreek Hill saying, hey, you're hurting my knee. I just had surgery. He's an NFL player. He needs his knees to be able to do his job. Could there be a lawsuit?
100%. I mean, he kept saying, call Drew, call Drew. That's Drew, his agent, Drew, one of the most powerful agents in the NFL. So obviously he made a statement yesterday saying his legal team will look into this matter. And so you can guarantee that there will be a lawsuit following this because, again, his knee is connected to his profession.
So who was wrong in the situation?
Both were wrong, but one took it way further than need to go.